Hi guys, how you doing tonight? I thought we'd start up something new, a game a good friend of mine gifted to me. I feel I was very lucky to play. I probably would not have played it otherwise. Supergiant's third game. You might remember them because they did Bastion and Transistor. Two both very well-crafted games, very high audio-visual quality on all of their work, and this game is no exception. So I think regardless, you guys are in for a treat. But this game is different from their other two. This one is basically kind of a sports game, almost, you could say. A sports RPG. Let's get started. We're gonna play this on one step up mode. It's harder, it's not easy, it's just a bit harder, that's all. Yes. We're not going to be rushing through stuff. Aim assist you can kind of take or leave, honestly. I'll leave it off for now. Sorry, just turning the game down a little bit. There we go. So as we begin, the game tells us that we are in a place called the Downside. It's a place where a country called the Commonwealth throws down the people it doesn't like. It's a place where you can't escape from. It's an exile. And a prison at the same time.
Vitalios.
The Commonwealth is the country we're going to be talking a lot about, but we won't be seeing much of, oddly enough. And yes, you can actually mouse over text to get more information about a lot of the terms you're going to hear. I'll try and explain as best I can as we go along. We're kind of just hanging out in the desert, and we've been found by a group of people. Yeah, you can also change which gender they refer to you as throughout the game.
Sugrina.
Simpragiuntis.
Tereulios.
Mazambushan.
Or they're just gonna leave us here.
Pistos. Hogita perdeos tamashe.
So we're pretty close to death, but this guy is helping us out just a bit. This is Headwind. Helping us into the wagon. Now we are traveling with this group.
Decretanaste.
Agnosenta. Gravitas ta.
The scary woman with gigantic horns.
Cenacenta.
And a dog.
Solicente dia.
Tereso.
Can we do what?
Salah Haladium.
Mob Anastasi. Disa. Anastasi.
Do we know how to read? A reader. What's a reader? One who can define. I can't do the voice without laughing. One who can derive meaning from text. This is apparently not a thing that is very common. Reading is considered the old ways. Literacy is a serious crime. No one in his right mind would dare violate the law of the land. You know, we've already been thrown into exile, so maybe it doesn't really matter. Alright, fine. I've been known to read a word or two.
The green.
Ligaratis.
They just want us to read one of their books.
Kogi Enter.
They have books. Also, I should note that I'm playing this with a Wii U Pro controller, emulating through a little dongle connected through USB, and it knows to do the rumble. So it made this game actually really great, because when you mouse over certain things, you get this little tremble, just a little bit. I did not expect my controller to move. No other game moves this controller. Also, as a side note, there's a guy just sitting here. This dude with some kind of instrument. We can poke at him, but I don't think he's gonna do anything. Alright. Let's read this book. You, dear reader, are an exile of the downside, such as we, the 8 who wrote this Book of Rights. That you possess it and have the capacity to glean its words is testament enough to your potential. Thus we reveal a path from this forsaken place to freedom, a homecoming in glory. The stars themselves shall be your guide. Ere the turning of the year's first solstice, seek the nearest longitude beneath the brightest of 8 as they align as shown. Arrive as a triumvirate, clad in the raiments of the rights, bearing this book. Oblige the voice that tells you more. Directions for a way to return from exile.
Chi sentirna?
Oh. But we pass out.
Reader, dare you tamper with forbidden knowledge? So soon after your sentence into exile. 'Tis true what the book says. You can be free again. Perhaps not you yourself, but someone worthy of the privilege. You witness now the path toward salvation. You witness the rights.
Football!
The one way to return to glory. Though in your case, I hardly think it possible. Yet, by the grace of the scribes, it is my duty to inform you anyhow.
Allo sei.
Gloricasta.
These masks and these robes, these are our uniforms. This is our team.
Veretusta.
We are the reader. We're the manager.
Ratana.
We're making all of the decisions.
Audire sei.
celestial orb falls from the heavens
This is our
when
tutorial.
the time is nigh.
They're not letting us do anything. And yeah, you're talking about the announcer's voice. That's Logan Cunningham. There he is.
Exiles conduct the rites as a triumvirate, for they must prove their trust in one another, not just in themselves. The three must act as one.
3 are 1. You can only move one person at a time. And if you have the ball, that means the person with the ball is the person doing everything. You can also run. Some characters are faster than others. The dog is pretty fast.
Now plunge into the pyre with the orb and be purified. Yes,
Get a slow walk
the
into the
exiles
opposing
of
pyre.
Dariel has the way of it. Whoever steps into the flame is banished for a time.
So,
His
if
or
one of your
her
players score,
cohorts must make do on their own.
if one of your players score, you have to give them up for a
So
while.
simple. In the rites, you shall face adversaries whose own freedom is at stake. Beware the aura that surrounds them, as they shall beware yours.
So, when you don't have the orb, you have an aura like so. You do not have your aura when you are carrying the orb, which means anyone can eliminate you like that.
The aura is your wrongdoing. Accept it as a part of you. Cast your aura like a stone.
You can also attack from a distance, like this. That's an attack. Just short attack. And if you do it when it flashes, it goes much farther and faster. And it's actually kind of important to master.
Correctly done. Again,
Oh, they're not letting me switch to rookie. Alright.
just so. A glorious performance, I admit. More than I expected from the likes of you. Grasp the orb once more. The orb absorbs the aura, then the orb quenches the flame. Now I say jump.
Ah, yes. The jump is
Leap with all your strength.
You can jump over auras to get into the goal.
Now
Since Headwind scored
snuff
last time,
out
Jody is back.
The adversary's pyre.
Unfortunately, she's
Once
super slow.
yours yet burns.
Let's see. You're just gonna hang out? Alright.
Spectacularly done.
Tutorial spirits aren't too strong, I guess. Huh. These clones of ourselves. Good time to just kind of mess around with the controls and get used to it.
Is all.
Now, I did mention that we're playing this on hard mode, which is going to be a problem, but not until a good deal into the game. When the AI starts to get super mean. And as all Supergiant games like to do, they have difficulty modifiers. Yeah, these guys are just trying to run into us. They're not even trying to score. Oops. Whoops, he respawned on me. That's unfortunate.
Seize the orb.
Get my stamina back while you meander about. And jump.
The rite is complete. There, dear reader. Now you understand. Or do you? This was but a glimpse of that which lies ahead. I would tell you to turn back, cast down your hope. But all those such as you never listen.
We desire too much football to listen to you.
Non mai no raz.
Ball is life. Orb is life.
Miloše.
Tora Thursday.
So that's what we do in this game. We follow the stars because they tell us where to play our next sports game. At least that's what we're doing right now.
Solicemta.
This one's vibrating a whole bunch, so I think this is the one they want us to do. Yeah. We'll get choices later on of where we're going to be traveling. But for now, we're going to be following a path so that the game can kind of introduce all of its elements to us, which is a really neat way to start this game.
Consilia.
Indaratarios.
Damarilio sta.
Bravo sta, frati.
Kereamios.
What she means to say is football. I also love how small this wagon looks, but it's carrying an entire group of people. I think it's way bigger than it looks on the inside. It's like some kind of magic space. Yeah, this is our team bus. One of the only verdant regions in the downside. Thanks for the follow.
Ganda tigra, frati.
So it seems like there's a lot of people down here. A lot of people have pissed off the Commonwealth and have been thrown down here and have just kind of lived their lives down here. There is really no way back up there aside from the rites, and we don't even know the details of those quite yet.
Interuvina.
Our team is arguing over which route to take.
Loriomatas.
But we're the manager. You guys better get used to me making all of your important
Yuppie.
decisions.
Aderas.
Vistalium.
We can go to Hollow Root, where Ruki knows someone who owes him, or Blooming Pool, where Jody thinks she can find something rare. Yeah, I was thinking of banner sagaing this, but I don't have any room for the layout. There may be some important decisions later, though. I think I may pull that out in a later stream. We have important decisions to make.
Sugrina.
A pretty flower. We'll sell it off somewhere else. There's the shape. This is where we are playing the game. This is where the big game is happening. Yeah, democracy isn't guaranteed. There's also a number of occasions in which we can talk to our team, which we're going to, because there's all sorts of things we can find out about them. They all have their own backstory and everything. Ruki is still mad that we did not go so he could pick up the money he is owed. Slug Market. Crude trading post found in the downside.
Salvare.
Thanks for your follow. So there's also an item for each character we have here. Here's Ruki's family portrait. And we can also, there's always a status update on them, which is really cute. So Ruki's just nearby. What else we got here? There's Jody's throw rug. That... You're normally supposed to step on rugs, usually, I think. I feel like. Oh, right. Hedwyn does all the cooking. He's out scouting. There's also a number of weird creatures in here. A number of orb-shaped creatures. They just kind of hang out in here. You can poke at them. Also, that guy is still there in the corner. You sense he lives, but nothing more. So we have an entire set of robes for a number of people, actually. Not just the three of us. We'll get more into that later. So this first part of the game is actually really neatly paced. I really enjoy it. It's a little journey all on its own before the game kind of leads you to its main point.
Satan ras.
Oh, we followed the stars. This must be the place.
Tornare Munka.
Frida, the stars align at last. You reach the Ridge of Gaul at the appointed time, and your triumvirate is ready. Your adversaries in the rites this eve shall be the Accusers. Whose ever pyre yet burns once the other is extinguished shall step closer to freedom. Now let the rites commence.
Our first game. Our first real game.
Simquagre.
Nunca digra.
Jumaga versen.
Yarusatemlo Samtia.
You know, that's something that you'd think they would have mentioned already, but our team, we're the Nightwings. Nightwings have been gone for a while, but apparently the team is back now. And yeah, each team does have its own logo. Our team has old history with this guy, apparently. Yeah, there you go. They're the gold team. Their captain doesn't like us. Most of the captains don't like us, to be honest. Football!
Begin! Towards the first banishment.
Oh, wide open. Oops. I got cocky. I tried to get in there with Ruki. I got greedy. There we go.
Have the Accusers underestimated you?
So, now we have a disadvantage. Now we don't have Hedwyn. Gonna try to move up just a little bit. Kind of keep my people up midfield. Jody is kind of my defense person since she's real slow, but also real big. Oops.
Oh.
Jump! Can I get to the goal? Ah. Nope, but I might be able to get in there with Ruki.
With grace. It seems that you have flustered the Accusers.
Sabas na mina.
Audira.
Have you any idea what that Lendl did to deserve his exile? Hmm?
So far, no one has talked about what they did to get thrown down here. We don't even know what the main character, the person you're supposed to be, has done to get thrown down here. Oh, that's the fling. I never used the fling, so I'm real bad at it.
There. A
Okay.
daring display.
You can throw the
Flinging
orb, but you
orb
have to
into
kind
the
of charge it
flames
up.
like that. You elude banishment using such tricks. Yes.
No, way too fast for you.
Bask in the purifying flame.
Jody right now is very hard to use aside from defense, but you totally can score with her if you play your cards right. Alright, you're gonna stick there.
Extinguish now their
Oh, no!
fire.
Nope, can't pick it up yet. It's not safe. Ooh. Oh no!
Oh, you poor Nightwings.
Oh no, my perfect game! No. Look at you just walking towards me. I thought this was hard mode.
So it is. No more than a lick of flame remains.
So yeah, the game starts pretty easy. It ramps up as they introduce new types of players and new mechanics. Also, there's a level up system. Almost made it. Oh, jumped. Nope, my R is too big. Let's see if I can do this. Oh, jumped into me. Oh boy. Yes! Oh wow, that was fancy. These guys respawn fast.
The orb.
Jump!
And it is done. You have prevailed. Rejoice then in your single fleeting victory.
The first of many.
Guron Salashe. Bask now in the wisdom of the scribes.
Everyone who participates in the game levels
The
up.
exiled Jodariel has gained enlightenment. Only the enlightened can regain their freedom.
So, you get 4 levels basically. So you're only going to get to choose 4 out of these 8 abilities, and there is like a bit of a tree. Which one do I want first? Double lunge, or instantly recover stamina after banishing someone. That could be good. I feel like Jody was the character I used the least in my game, oddly enough. So I'm gonna have to take a better
The
look at
demon
her
scribe
in this game.
bestows his favor.
Also, I immensely enjoy the after game song. Yeah, if you still get experience for losing.
Smadonashe.
Deliosta.
No, there's no dating sim mechanics. If I said something in a weird way, that was unintentional.
Consilta vidias.
Consilta vidias.
Just keep winning games until we're free. All we have to do is play football.
Ligoratus.
We've had a weird day. We don't usually, settle down to just die in the desert and then get picked up by a traveling sports team and needs a manager.
Qui sentirna.
Now we can ask Hedwyn for some things. What did you do? What did you know? What did you do? He maintains eye contact and his smile.
Som deras.
Good question. We'll have plenty of time to talk about that. I like that they put that there because that immediately told me, oh, right. Because I forgot. I was like, oh, right. Everyone's done a crime of some kind, and that's kind of part of their character. It's the kind of thing you expect to find out throughout the journey. Sorry.
Kira facitas. Beleosunta.
Sima quagre.
Imps fed, wheels clean.
Sertavase.
Guron Salashe.
Exactly. Yeah, we don't know what everyone's crime is, but also our crime is just reading. Our crime is just being able to read. In a sense, the game is telling you the story of, you know, the Commonwealth itself, even though you're not really going to see it a whole lot. Because, you know, you were banished from it before the game even began. Jody wants to talk again.
Ligaratus. Era Tamero.
Are we afraid? I'll take a quick chat vote. Yes or no? Are we afraid? Also, yeah, I do like all of the little voice clips because they do. It sounds fluid and it sounds like everything. It sounds like a completely different language. Mostly no. No. No, we feel safer. Because she's so intimidating, and she would never hurt us, ever.
Tashe. La tempravare.
No, no. She's just gonna try harder now. She gained 1 hope. There are stats in this game, and we'll get to that. Don't you worry, we'll get to the stats. They're not too terribly complex, actually. You know what? Let's take a look at them. Let's go look at the common room. Common room shows us our current characters. Our current team is 3 players. Also, their various their crime motive and how many years they've been down here. We do not know anything. Aside that, Jodariel is actually a demon. Someone who has apparently been down in exile for a long time, that it's changed them. Cur is the dog-like creature. They're called curs. Loyalty, optimism, and appreciation for the simple things. So our 4 stats are glory, quickness, presence, and hope. Glory is how much damage you do to the enemy Pyre. Quickness is how fast you move. Presence is how big your aura is. And hope is how quickly you come back. You can see Jody is very slow and low hope, so it takes her 10.7 seconds to come back after being banished, which is quite a long time. Hedwyn is the opposite, 6.7 seconds. Yeah, 27 seconds of respawn time is not good. You don't want that. That's a bad day. Let's continue. These backdrops and these environments are fantastic. Just across the board, absolutely fantastic. I'd say they definitely rival the Banner Saga in how good some of this background art is. A stowaway.
Domizaru Mansa?
Oh. Just latched onto the undercarriage.
Snap.
Say the word, what? And you just twist her neck off? Maybe not. Maybe wait just a second, Jody, before you kill this feral child.
Valda.
Oh no.
Dolorantas.
Oh, see?
Mara Teliosinta.
She claps her hands, bursts into laughter, and performs some sort of dance. Ruki stares at all of this.
Destacare.
We gonna take in everyone now? What are we doing here?
Nomen cara.
Hedwin referring to some mysterious he that we don't know about yet.
Se fare faro.
Sandalwood. Ruki says that they were asked to find someone that fits every type of mask.
Kim verita.
Sertabas Talia.
Do you know how to play football?
Fare graste tam.
Irina Teliosinta?
Videre nantis.
Vistalia.
Shh, this girl, this strange feral child, does not remember her name. We're allowed to name this character. There's a few possibilities, actually. As long as it rhymes with gray. And also, this one can't possibly be right. Can it? Really? Really? Everyone's voting Faye. Okay. Yeah, it works. Yeah, it's Faye. A young vagabond girl with an odd manner and an unshakable sense of curiosity. That's her. You know her.
Ita Polameta.
Welcome. And just like that, we have a fourth team member. She is fascinated by everything and everyone in the wagon.
Macredias Taliorata.
Yeah, we guessed her name right. Good job on the chat guessing her name right. She's been just talking to the wagon. They're the same age. Almost. So, this girl is kind of just gonna do her own thing. And we're just gonna let her. Oh, time to go outside, gotta dance. The scribes. Who are the scribes? There's been a lot of mention of scribes. In a commonwealth where reading is illegal, what the scribes are kind of the cornerstone of their culture, I think. That's what I gathered. Some people think they're gods. I'm pretty sure the book that we have is basically their history. I haven't actually read a whole lot of the book because you unlock parts of it as you progress through the game. And at some point, I was just hooked to the sports game, the sports part of the game, and I just went through the whole thing without reading a whole lot of the history. I wonder. I'm gonna have to do that at some point. See how much I gather from it. Poke at the imps a bit. Hey. Hey. Oh, you know what? We also have... Oh no, Ray is not officially Ray. Faye has not officially joined the party yet.
Leveternazum.
Sapisa.
Samisara Sumaina.
So every now and then the game gives us a free time kind of thing where we can choose to mentor someone and give them some more experience. Yeah, we'll mentor someone first. We can also forage for resources or give ourselves global bonuses. We'll give Rookie enough. This should be enough points to get him to level 2. Yeah, because you get 1,000 experience from this, which is quite a bit, actually. It's more than you get from a game. So let's see. On the left, Rookie can jump a second time while airborne, or Rookie does 5 extra damage. See. Yeah, we're gonna go for the extra damage right now. Because this side looks more interesting to me. Because this side will give him even further aura cast, which is ridiculous. He's already got... The dog race already has very good range with the aura cast. And this one will make it explosive, in the sense that if it banishes one person and someone standing next to them, they will also get banished, which could be super good. Another choice, Glue Hive or Fall Flat. Faye believes people who travel this path shall be swift. Faye believes people who travel this path shall be strong. Let's be fast. Faye is behaving stranger than usual.
Direyameta.
Who's that? One of the scribes. This girl knows a little bit about the scribes. She talks about them a lot. Way into scribes. Everyone gets a quickness. Well, this looks like the place. Ah, Slug Market. Yes, we must stop.
Chef-wise.
It's time for shopping. Also, I like this shop a lot.
Hit him.
Traveling sales creature.
Ma voce flies.
It took me a long time to notice that this guy is sitting on his dad's shoulders the entire time. I don't think I noticed that till like the end of the game. I did not notice this was a person.
Da staccare. Malalaki taki naleje?
So, my favorite thing about this shop is that he's just going to make sounds the whole time. You can interact with him to tell him to be quiet, but why would you do that? Let him be himself. Stop that. Be nice. But his reactions to everything that you do are great. Here's a talisman for us. This is something we can equip on somebody. This one gives us a 30% chance to return after being banished immediately, which is kind of nice. It's pretty cheap. We'll take it. It's a one-of-a-kind thinger you just got there. Probably give it to Jody. She has a 30% chance of not being out for the next 12 seconds. Okay, time to go. Time to go. He's talking about his dad's feet. Time to go. And we're gone. We'll be seeing Ron. What's up? Searching for the right words for what he's about to say.
Serem tale. Jaheritare mas.
He was on the blood border. He was part of the border watch for one of the borders of the Commonwealth. He was a lookout. Also the first mention of harps. Birds, not friends of the Commonwealth.
Nesintera.
Ah. Arrested for bird crimes.
Verre metandas.
This language they got going here has to be close to some language, but I am very bad with that stuff.
Nimkaranam.
Yeah, desertion, insurrection, and he's been here for 5 years. It's a life sentence. It's always a life sentence. All right. It's time for football. The stars align. Also, welcome
Domizaru Mansa?
Manzara.
Orana.
I thought you were making a joke and I was supposed to put them on immediately.
Saventusta.
Uliosta.
Reader, what brings you to the spring of Jomir? Why, it must have been the stars.
They was also exiled.
Although it seems that your triumvirate now numbers 4 exiles, not the expected 3. The rules of the rites were not created for you to besmirch. Prepare now to confront the fate. They still honor the traditions of the scribes, and surely have been longing for this chance. But first, you have a choice to make.
Ah. Dog team? No, mixed team. Notice this child, well, this boy has some adornments. I have to resist the urge to call him Dadbert. He is not Dadbert, he's Dalbert. Dalbert Nolmer.
Not tandem, father.
Rare Rimnayas.
Hey, he's giving us a free talisman. That's really nice of him, actually.
Vilastati.
I don't know if he was the voice. I don't know if he was the male voice in Transistor. I want to say he wasn't. Or if it was, then I just don't remember. I remember looking it up one day.
Recansat.
Kadiro.
Era Legaratus.
Now we shall get started.
So I like how the game does this in terms of audio. It's really neat. With just our one instrument right now. I'll give you a little extra quickness.
Headwind.
Let's give Ray a shot.
Faye.
Snados Yamata?
Jodariel.
Now, notice that if you have two
The
auras
choice is
overlap,
ours.
they actually get bigger, which is kind of a big strategy.
Mirse talo jeterus.
They don't have a big character like I do. That may be an advantage on my side.
Commence.
Ah,
Wah.
oh, walked into it. No, you don't. Oh, too late. I was gonna run Jody in there, but no. No, I ran out of time. I took too long. Jump?
All for naught.
Yeah, that was my fault. No, you don't. Oh, right. Ray has a quick delay before doing that, but if you do her jump right, you can get her right into the flame. Ray, I keep calling her Ray because in my game she was Ray. Her name's Faye in this game. Sorry. Faye is super dangerous if you use her right. She is very fast once you get a level or two for her. No, just run it in. Yes.
Deliverance.
Arasta sum fili.
No mare vici.
Something is happening to the field. Ah. You name her when you meet her, you name her.
Come from the stars themselves. But shall it be enough for Dalbert and his faithful son?
Oh! That was unfortunate.
Such zeal.
Got him. No! No, I was right there. You can't do that to me. How dare you? Also, no. You don't get to score that way. Sorry.
Almost.
Yeah, her name rhymes with gray, so all the choices just...
Your
Nice jump.
flames grow weak.
Alright. Since the enemy is scored, they are missing a player right now. They are at the disadvantage. They are in the penalty box. Oh. I'm having some trouble with Faye at the moment. Her first level or two gives you, like, a big advantage that allows you to kind of remove the charge up on her jump, or whatever it is.
United
There we
in
go.
banishment. A swift
Oh, no!
recovery.
Oh! Ball, please. Oh! I didn't let go in time. Was gonna leap right over them.
Alma banished. Faye plunged into the
There
fire.
it is. One more.
Now go on just once more. Unfortunate for Dalbert.
Oh, that's Headwind, not a...
And it is done.
I mixed up Headwind
The night we
with Faye.
It was a glorious performance, I must say. Perhaps you shan't be quite so fortunate next time.
Headwind does not have the delay on his jump or run.
Teleosenta?
Brage.
Yeah, also, that... Sorry.
Rescue, no
Sorry,
size.
guys.
Halibrale grandas.
No, it's okay. You do your best. It's okay. It's just football. It's just your freedom. It's just where you're gonna spend the rest of your life.
Pravesta sum fili.
Oh, he's tired.
There is much to learn from this experience.
Avente tam.
Alright, what will Headwind get? 50% more stamina, letting him jump and sprint more often, or Headwind and his allies regenerate stamina twice as quickly as usual. I'll take the stamina
The
regen.
Master General reveals his stratagem. A flash of inspiration for next time.
So for every game you don't participate in, you get a bit of inspiration, which kind of
Until the
increases the
stars
amount of
align.
experience you get next time.
Setame frunca.
Sala haloshiamas.
Lorigase nirudas.
Sertabas talia?
Cruce taricta.
Shela.
Halibrale grandas. Ah,
Vistalia.
And that's our first meeting with the Fate. The Fate, one of the friendlier teams, kind of. Though every time we meet them, we're kind of screwing them over just a bit. We're screwing over each of these teams. Because by beating them, they have less of a chance to leave.
Caro.
The minstrel has left. Where is he gone?
Som myret.
Yeah, everybody is kind of against each other in the rights. There's not a whole lot of room for camaraderie or sportsmanship even. There's a lot at stake.
Nasivaram Pyras.
Well, no time to look for him. We're just gonna keep on moving here. That symbol. That's a good symbol. Those symbols are basically the arena that we're going to be playing in. That's what those symbols represent, not the team that we're going to be playing.
Che ti multa, sa?
Crecare.
Incaricare.
Virta.
Still can't find him. Okay, we're gonna take a quick 5-minute break, and we'll be right back with more Pyre, with more football,